Hello everybody, I am Paolo Marzioli from Sapienza University of Rome and UNISEC-Italy, and with a bit of delay I'm presenting today through this video a local chapter activity report for year 2024 for UNISEC-Italy. First of all, I want to apologize not to be able to be presenting online in real time with you today, but to send this video, but for other commitments I cannot be with you, unfortunately. And I also apologize with all the friends at UNISEC-Global and all the local chapters. I have not been able to come to South Africa. I was really looking forward to the trip, but in the end, for other duties at the university, I couldn't come. So it will be for next year in Tokyo, hopefully. And with that, I can start a little bit of our recap on the activities. First of all, the history of local chapter activities. We were established in 2014 by 4 universities in Italy. We participated in all UNISEC-Global meetings except for South Africa. We organized a UNISEC-Global meeting and the pre-MIC in Rome in 2017. I was participating as a student back then. Then we participated almost all years. This was probably one of the only years, together with the one during COVID, that we didn't participate in pre-MIC and MIC. And we have quite a wide heritage of spacecraft and CubeSat launch, with also industrial cooperation, wide cooperation with Italian space agencies, and of course university satellites and hands-on projects. Within UNISEC, we have been delivering 2 initiatives, Goose Dawn in 2018 and in Cave last year, so you can go back probably to our presentation if you have access to them. For what concerns the activities in 2024, basically we were able to launch a stratospheric experiment, Retina. A new mission was selected for a suborbital flight. We gave a capacity building course, which is being quite remarkable. I will show some pictures. And then UNISEC-Global has kindly supported our proposal for Smile IoT. It's a new project that I will describe really soon in a couple of slides. For what concerns Retina, Retina is an experiment that was proposed by a group of around 14 Italian students. It was launched on 4 of October 2024 from the ESA Range Space Center as part of the Rexus-Bexus participation of the team. Rexus-Bexus is a European hands-on project for students, where basically you have teams from all the universities that compete to be selected and then have access to launch opportunities. The project is organized by the Swedish National Space Agency together with the German Aerospace Center and ESA, the European Space Agency. The experiment in particular for Retina was carrying 4 different sub-experiments, one for navigation, one with AI, one with thermal management, and one for Internet and Ethernet testing, so connectivity for aerospace vehicles and launchers. It was supported both by companies, also it was backed up by the Italian Space Agency for one of the experiments, the one of navigation. And of course, we were having the participation of students with different expertise, from communication engineering to aerospace engineering, my major, to also physics. The experiment not only was launched, but it was very, very successful. The data is currently being analyzed, but the very first results are encouraging, and I hope I can present in the next UNISEC-Global meeting our results from the team. Meanwhile, a new team named Viper was selected for the same program I mentioned before, but on a rocket, which means it will access to a Rexus flight in March 2026. The cycle is a little bit more than 1 year. This time we had a proposal of some former teams of Retina, but together with new students, with a total of 10 members. They are pretty much all aerospace engineering students this year, but they have majors in space systems, which is my field of research, and structural dynamics, in collaboration with another lab and another professor that is a colleague of ours. The selection workshop was held in late November. ESA ESTEC, they got selected and they knew it about December 15, so this news is relatively fresh. The next step will be the first review, the PDR, by the three agencies involved in Germany, in Oberpfaffenhofen. We go now to a very important topic. We were able to give a nice course in Kenya, the CubeSat training course. The initiative was held by ASI, organized by ASI together with the Kenya Space Agency. It was predominantly made on CubeSat, and we were lucky, me and my colleague Lorenzo Frezza, to teach during this course together with two ASI experts, Alberto Fedele and Giuseppe Leccese. And basically it was a nice experience. It involved around 30 students from different universities in Kenya that have been selected through a mission concept that they proposed. It was a little bit holistic and a little bit hectic as a program, so we wanted to involve a little bit of theory, mission design, lectures on how to properly write a proposal for a satellite, what to include, system budgets, things like that. And then during the afternoons we were giving some practical lectures on one unit CubeSat kits that look a little bit like HEPTA. Maybe they are more on general electronics and interfaces. And we did a challenge among the 6 teams from the 6 universities involved on who was the first to finish the assembly and respect the requirements. You can see the students from the Simba Sat, which is not our Wildtrak Cube Simba, it's another project. Team that were first, so the prize was that that prototype is now exposed in the Luigi Broglio Malindi Space Center, which was the center in Malindi that hosted us, thanks to ASI, for the initiative. Since the initiative was too good, I wanted to share more pictures, so you can see the groups inside the room and outside pretty much the entrance of the canteen in Luigi Broglio Malindi Space Center. Now we can go on with the last project. So the newest update is that we proposed an initiative which is called the Smile IoT. Basically it's a project proposed for the call for internationalization, specifically by Rome Technopole and my university, Sapienza University of Rome. For funding by the Next Generation EU program, which is basically the post-COVID recovery fund that is provided to every nation in Europe. The call was specific for creating networks of experts worldwide for international cooperation, and what we proposed was to have expertise in IoT, in Internet of Things usage for space applications, capacity building, and things like that. That really superposes, and it's really preparatory, I think, for the UNISEC-Global Constellation Mission, IoT Constellation Mission that was proposed at the last UNISEC-Global meeting. So with this I want to renew my interest to participate, also because the aim of this project is to gather lessons learned from the researchers on a very specific team. The proposal itself was backed up by UNISEC-Global, thanks again to Kawashima-san and to everybody that was in favor of this initiative. And it got funded, and now we are accessing to the initial funding. It will last for not long, so 1 year of project, and we have promised many important things in creating this network. I can show you as a final slide the network that is created by the project proposal. So we have many partners in Japan, so QTech for joint evaluation on IoT experimentation, and then UNISEC-Global, of course, that can share and disseminate the information on this project and integrate it to their initiative, the Constellation Mission, and a company named Workspace for integration in other topics. Then we have South Korea with my colleagues at Yonsei University, which is now Yongho-eun is also POC, I think, at the UNISEC Korea. Congratulations for that. For applications and ADR, proximity operation, and the Embassy of Italy for divulgation. And then we have Albania, we have Dominican Republic and Panama, and then in Europe, of course, we have us as coordinators together with France. With that, this was the last slide, so I can say officially thank you for your attention, and should you have any questions, I'm sorry again that I cannot participate in this virtual global meeting and not to be present at last meeting, but this is my email, you can feel free to contact me. Enjoy the meeting and see you very soon. I hope to be in time, it looks like. Bye, ciao.